Hey, morning. Hi. Hey, family and friends. Hey. I'm going to have to start this again because I just jumped off. I don't want it to add this time. Hey. Thanks for walking with me. Hey. How y'all? Do I look a little smoky? I couldn't find my glasses, so I pulled out old glasses. The old glasses could be smoky. Do I look a little smoky? Do you see how I'm walking out holding on to the sides? Go back and look at the earlier tapes when I first started. And if you started with me, you're the same way. Hey! The balance thing, remember? I told you about the balance? Oh. So, before I came on, I walked backwards on the treadmill. I put it down to the slowest it could go, and I walked backwards. I was so happy. So, after I finish with our walk, I'm going to put it down real low again and see if I can do 5 minutes of walking backwards. It's been so very long, but I think I felt good. I think I feel good. Hey, welcome to the walk, y'all. Welcome to the walk. Oh yes, I still got so many stories in my head that I want to tell you. I have on those shoes thing. I'm noticing if I'm clumping, this like the sneaker heel thing. And it's not as good as the sneakers. The sneakers are really good for this. But sometimes I think I need a little heel. So, what do you guys do? So this is my heel day. Did you guys do that? Before the treadmill was bought in the basement, I would wake up in the morning and put on heels. Or I would put on heels in the afternoon to walk around in. Just so I wouldn't be in flats all day long. So, wow. Don't want to forget how to walk. Don't want those wires connected to walking not to meet. And walk with balance. I think the other day I had the camera up so high. I was like, whoa, I'm seeing a lot of ceiling. But I'm not a videographer. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Yeah. Here it is. And you gotta be feeling thigh muscles, right? So, okay. When I was in high school, I took nursing. So all the biology and all that kind of stuff, you know. And when I think back now, the muscular side, like we had encyclopedias in the old days. Anybody young don't know what I'm talking about. And it had the human body, and you took these layers and you laid over it. So it was a skeleton, then you would lay down like the whole vein or the circulatory system, and then you would lay over the muscles, and then of course the skin. And I was always fascinated with the muscles. Always. And I would look at my grandmother, who really had no muscles. I mean, she didn't fall or anything, you know. I think she got in her 80s, maybe, but I did look at how does the muscle work as far as when I'm getting older. And so for me, as a young adult, in my 30s, 40s, all these things kept saying like old people falling over, breaking legs, breaking bones, and you had to take all these medications, you had to take this because your bones, they get brittle as you get older, and that is so true. But the muscles have always protected the bone. So to my way of thinking, let me keep some muscles around these bones. Because it's just aging. It's going to get brittle. Hell, the legs on your table get brittle, your wood legs. I mean, so what do? Well, you build up muscles around the bones to protect them. And you use your core to carry a lot of stuff. And that helps, especially with the leg bones and stuff. And yeah, with the arm bones, muscles. I remember when I started ice skating at 51 years old, and I had on my helmet and my gloves, and in case I fall with the things, then I had my elbow pads, and I had my knee pads, and I would go every day, and everybody else would be skating, free as a bird, and I would watch them go down, and that head was just boom on that ice. I said, alright. So I go skating, and they said, oh, when are you going to take off that helmet? I said, when I'm off the ice. To myself, I would say, are you bleeding kidding me? An old African-American woman without a brain because she was on ice? Lord, I might as well just roll myself down the hill into a river. And drown, because that would be what my life would be worth. No. And I can't wait because I want to go back ice skating. I want to glide just a little bit more before I leave this life. Because I've never done glide. That was awesome to me. You mean you could push off and just catch wind? Okay, I roller skated in New York City. We had more cracks in those sidewalks than I don't know in a volcano. So you never got to glide. You got to push off, jump over cracks, jump over rocks, jump over glass, jump around people, and I never got the gliding part of it. So, that was for the muscle. And when I would get off the ice skating, it's a feeling that, maybe because I was in my 50s, I been working out, but this was a different feeling. When I would leave the ice skating rink, I would feel like I was walking on a cloud. Like my feet never touched the ground. And I would feel like that for days. I couldn't wait to get back. I wanted to keep that feeling. When I walked out of that ice skating rink, you see my feet on the ground, but they weren't touching. I felt weightless. My core was so strong, it literally lifted my whole body. That was awesome. That was a wonderful feeling. So, squeeze the stomach. That's what the core does. So, okay, let's go back to school. So the muscular system, to keep those muscles fed, to keep those muscles pumping. The heart is a muscle, and anything inside that's a muscle, the brain, everything is a muscle. Wake up and give your muscles a half hour. They're going to give you a lot more. A hell of a lot more. You strengthen that core have you say you're old and everything weighing me down. You strengthen that core, ain't nothing gonna weigh you down. You can float anywhere you want to float. I don't know. You can cut through this gravity like it's nothing. If your core is strong enough, it just takes everything in. And yes, I was working out before I started ice skating. I used that machine all the time. I felt a little light, you know, LA Fitness, Crunch, the Y, a little light, but not that float I felt after ice skating. I was 51 years old. It was like, oh, when you get older, you see everything, blah, blah, blah. I've never floated. What, you can float? First, I found out you can glide in life, and then you can float. I couldn't. Ice skating ended in March. It was a sad day for me. October was happy days, happy times for about 3 years. And then I got a job. And my feet came back to earth. And I had to deal with all that racism and stuff all over again. Ah! And then the feet that used to glide got so bleeding heavy. And the body that was light got so bleeding heavy. But before that, I was ice skating. So yes, when this virus comes under control and America realizes it's not a Democratic hoax, don't look at me side-eyed. There's millions of people still think it is. I want to get my ice skating coach. I'm going to have to find me a sister. Times have changed. And do my hour skating, because they usually have a senior citizen time, and meet her at that senior citizen time, and she and I will skate together. I used to skate with a coach. Oh, we got 3 minutes before we got 15 minutes. Look how quick that is. I think I probably told you all that story. Mr. Kelly. Now, I knew Mr. Kelly from the first time I got off the train in Port Chester. He owned the Kelly Cab Company, but I didn't know that. I didn't know any of this. But when I got, something happened where someone at the rink told me I didn't have to pay if I come during senior citizen time. And I was like, well, I'm not really a senior citizen. And they was like, yeah, and it's senior citizen time, which is at 12. So I would go there, and I'd be flying around the rink. And then I would see this old gentleman who was way better. I mean, I was flying around the rink, but Mr. Kelly was doing everything to that rink that you're supposed to do. Like he was born ice skating. And I was skating like I just got on the ice at 51. But I was tearing up the ice, if you ask me. And we got together and we started skating. And he started teaching me and telling me techniques. And we skated for 45 minutes straight. And when I got off that ice, I needed an anchor to hold me down. That's how light my body felt. Like I said, you look at me and say, she's walking. I was like, holy shit. I'm freaking floating. It was a feeling I never had before. So, I'll have it again the minute we get this corona under control. Because one thing about the ice skating rink, I saw people almost 80 getting on that ice. They wasn't as covered as me because, you know, they've been skating since they was like 8 years old. Oh, 15 minutes. Have mercy. How fast is that? I tell you. Anyway, let me get some water before I start my things. Oh, I think I put my date thing away. Wow. I don't think I meant to do that. I don't think I meant to do that. Here we go. Yeah, I'm still here. Don't turn away. Hello. I see streaks. Am I seeing streaks on the camera or is it my glass? I guess when I look back at this, I'll see who it is. 6 more days, doom, doom, doom. That evil in the White House goes away, boom, 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 boom. 6 more days. 6 more days. Well done, America, well done. And let me tell you, after Biden gets sworn in, he needs to get a Purple Heart. Okay? I just want to put it out there. The man should get a Purple Heart. Because he is, to get the inaugural, to be inaugurated, he is walking into the valley of the shadow of death. And make no bones about it. Give that man a Purple Heart, Blue Heart, the Heart of Hearts. Because I tell you, he get to the other side of this inauguration alive, that is the bravest man of my lifetime. Because when 71 million white people is coming after you, and you still standing there strong, even the people that's protecting you can be trying to bump you off. Whew. So, President Biden, you are a very, very, very courageous man. Thank you. Okay, let me do this quick because I think I talk too much. Hey, the commentary and the walk is brought to you by I Like to Say Yes. I was thinking about this earlier. Keep the word yes in your children's vocabulary by reading I Like to Say Yes to your child. I was thinking about that earlier. And I raised my daughter to say yes. I don't know if it's me or the new glasses. Something looks a little foggy, something looks a little thing, and etc., etc. Anyway, my daughter used to say when I called her, just because my grandma would do it with me, she would say yes. Yes, I took out the ma'am. My grandmother would say, yes, ma'am. We had to say, like, she called it that. And we was like, yes, she was like, yes, like, yes to who? You have to say, yes, ma'am. But I said yes to school every day. I said yes to volunteering every day. I said yes to choir. I said yes. I said yes to a great life. Keep the word yes. Put the word yes. If you haven't put it there. If there's a little baby, read it to him. Do you love mommy? Yes. Do you want to talk about respect? Do you love mommy? Yes. That's the first step of respect. And believe it or not, a lot of people don't even do it. You teaching your child language. You can teach your child to love you. Anyway, let's get back. Now, you remember this? I got on these sneakers with the heel. And they're a little on the heavy side. Let's see. Okay, squeeze your gut. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze your gut. That core. Engage that core, and you can be floating until you're no longer on this earth. Do your walks. Okay, I'm turning it down because his heel is not like the sneaker. It is nothing like the sneaker. Though it is the sneaker heel. Okay, that's more comfortable. It's a sneaker heel, but I'll be back with my sneakers tomorrow. The laces, the lace sneakers. I want to know if there was a difference, and there's a big difference. The heel has a bubble in it, but it's a heavy sneaker. And I gotta really, really squeeze my core. Now, I mean like super tight. It's a difference. That little heel makes a difference. That little bubble makes a difference. Back to sneakers tomorrow, y'all. Well, these are like sneakers. I showed them to you the other day. Squeeze your gut, squeeze your gut. Squeeze it hard. Take the pressures off your knees and your hip. Squeeze your gut. If you go on my Facebook page under pictures or videos, you can see me on there when I was ice skating. Oh yeah, I'm doing sneakers tomorrow. Oh yeah, sneakers tomorrow. I totally understand the difference. I totally. I'm squeezing my gut. Somebody just like this on my stomach, like squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze your gut. Save your knees. Squeeze your gut. Save your knees. Squeeze your gut. Save your knees. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze that gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze the gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze the gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Put my shoulders back for some reason. I think it needs to be back. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Hey, hey, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze it hard. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Save your knees. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. Da-da-da-da. Squeeze your gut. 4, 3, 2, 1. I will not be wearing these sneakers with a heel. I started out on them, but I gotta tell you, I'm going back to my lace sneakers. Yes, I'm going back to my lace sneakers for shizzle, for nizzle. Whew. I tell you. Whew. I gotta squeeze my good. Whoa. Well, I said, let me see. Since I have something to compare it to. I used the sneakers. I started out in these. And then I switched to the sneakers. And now I'm back in these. And I won't be coming back in these. No. I'm gonna go with the sneakers. I mean, these are great for the tread because they're so thick. I mean, I don't even feel the tread underneath me. Not the sweat I was looking for. Yeah, sneakers tomorrow. I was thinking that I would even go up higher to like 2.5 because I felt so good and comfortable in my sneakers. But in these, on my fast cardio, which is 5 minutes, I had to come down 2 times because my leg wasn't coming down right that I felt. So that's why I had to squeeze and take every ounce of upper body weight off of my thigh muscles and knees. So now, okay, that heel thing is good for this, but it's not good for when I take it up and try to get into a run. I don't think it is. I don't clump like this when I'm in my sneakers. I'm sure you can hear the difference in the clumps. Butterbean. She does this thing where I like when all writers do it. When they share sound, like if someone's in like a foot cast, yeah, clump clump, clump clump, clump clump. I like those bump bottom. I don't know. I like those little things like that. You know, step click, step click. That thing always tickles me. And I hear step up, step up, step up, step up. That's what it sounds like to me. Well done. Every day, I feel this. I can't even tell you. I feel wonderful. A contentment comes all over me after I walk. Like my body is saying, all right, okay, we can do this, you know? Not only we can do this, we need to do this. Every day. I stretch out before I come on a treadmill. I encourage you to do the same. This morning I had the dog, so I just did my crunch. I used my crunch as a way of stretching. Instead of getting on the floor, I didn't want the dog to jump on me. And then I have my thing that hangs from the door that I hang off of to do my back. Oh, let's see if I'm connected, y'all. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh. Still. Okay. but let's see. Yes, 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 yes. Oof, oof, oof. I need to put it in front of me so I won't be going off the side. Ten. When you walk, just take your arms and do like that. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Well, you know what I mean. Thanks for coming in. Let's do 10. Hey, how y'all doing? We got 2 minutes. Swing your arms. Remember, even when you're doing those little simple arm things, squeeze your gut. And now, walking. So, slowing this down. Swing your arms. I appreciate you for our morning walks. I really do. After I walk, I mean, I breeze through the day. I be doing so much stuff and moving all over the place. Just glad to see it done. And not whining about doing it. I've already wound up my engine. I've revved my engine. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go about it with a positive attitude. I'm a happy old person. And that's what I said as a young person. I said, please, I don't want to be a mean old person. I'm not mean. Well, I think I'm cool. But since cool is outdated, I may be stale. But I'm proud to be stale. Yep, winding down. Boy, that little half hour went by just like that. Just like that. Hey! Hey! Hey, Elliot. Elliot, I'm exercising. What do you mean what's going on? Meet me here from 7 to 7:30. All week. Because I was thinking about that last night. I was like, most of my life I spent running, walking for buses, running, walking here, and then I retire and I can't kapoop. Well, I didn't kapoop. I didn't. I was at Planet Fitness. But once the coronas came and it got really hard, we put it in the garage, it got cold, couldn't go to work, blah, blah, blah. And so exercise every day. It's not a big thing. I'm just grateful to do it. Guess who woke up this morning? Okay. See you tomorrow. Thanks for coming in. I like to say yes. You can order it from Archway. If you don't have any kids, donate to the library. See you tomorrow. Love you.